Hey guys, Anthony the Rag Company, and in today's exciting video, we're talking about the 5 most underrated products from Koch Chemie. Let's do it. Here on the table, we have 5 Koch Chemie products that you should be aware of or you should be using in your detailing efforts. Now, to help me with this subject, I brought in an expert from KCX. So, Justin. Oh my God. How long have you been there?
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
Okay, well, welcome to the party here at TRC.
I'm glad to be here.
And hopefully you're going to be able to help us out with identifying these products, talking about them, and helping these people understand why they're underrated and probably why they need them. We're going to go ahead and start with your side first, with, I think, the first product on the table, which is ASC.
ASC is a quick interior detailer spray.
Yep.
That's the way I like to classify it anyways.
Yep.
Now, this is good for your light dusting, your light dirt, stuff like that. It is safe on glass too. It's not for those heavier situations.
What makes ASC different than all of the other interior cleaning offerings from Koch Chemie? Well, first and foremost, this is going to be ready to use right out of the bottle. So there's no dilution or anything that's going to be needed like with the rest of the professional line. So this can be a grab and go product. Now, to your point there, it's a great all-around surface cleaner, not just for hard plastics, but it's also going to work great on carpet, fabric, and things like that for a quick clean. Now, because it's not going to leave any residue behind or any type of protection, you're not going to have a greasy feel, and it's not going to change the look of the surface as well. So what I like this for is going to be door seals, right? Stepping in and out of a car, we see a lot of filth there, and you need something that's not just a quick detailer. You need something that's actually going to have a little bit of cleaning power. This is going to help encapsulate that dirt. It's going to help lift that up away from the surface, soften it, make it easier to remove. It's easy. It's a grab and go solution for all interior cleaning. If you already love the Koch products and you already like their chemistry and you like how everything is kind of formulated and how it works and how it feels on the surface, then this is going to feel right at home, and this is something you absolutely need in your vehicle. So next up on our list, we have what I think is possibly one of the most, if not the most underrated product from Koch, which is FSE.
Finish spray exterior.
This is a product right here. When this first came to the US, truthfully, I myself was like, so where does this fit in? It's for exterior. It says it's kind of a quick detailer, but then if you look at the fine print, with a lime scale remover.
So, those quick calcium spots that you may have gotten just after you washed your car, let's just hit it with FSC, and it's going to take that down. It's not a major water spot remover, so we're not going to consider it a water spot remover. This is a quick detailer that has a lime scale remover in it for those quick that just showed up water spots.
FSC is going to be very similar to QS, but it's going to have that lime scale remover in it. So again, it's still going to leave the surface feeling nice and slick, but having those added properties makes it perfect for quick washes where you have runoff, right? And let's just say that your TDS is a little bit high for all of your washing, right? All of that runoff that you'll get, or after that wash, you'll see those drips, you'll see those drops, and when they dry, you go, oh my gosh, that's a water spot, right? And then you go to wipe it off with a quick detailer, it doesn't come off, right? Because again, that calcium has started to bond to that clear coat, right? This is what's going to be able to break that down. And so FSC, where does it work best and kind of why do you need it? Door jams. Door jams all day long. Door jams are going to be one of your biggest area of hard water buildup, right? And so using this is not only going to remove a lot of that hard water mineral deposit that gets left over after a wash, but it's also going to mitigate that the next time because of the change of surface tension and because of the slickness and the hydrophobics left behind in those door jams. So you're going to be able to follow back up again with this spray with almost every wash, and it's going to be wonderful. Now, for exterior use, could you wipe down your full car with FSE? Yeah, absolutely. The one thing to keep in mind though is that because of the lime scale remover, it is going to have a little bit more of a chemical effect on that surface. And so with enough uses, you might start seeing breakdown of sealants, waxes, possibly even some lower end coatings. It could start breaking that down. So just kind of use it when needed. And I like it as more of a spot cleaner rather than just like a full on exterior quick detailing solution.
Now, let's not forget about glass.
Yeah, glass.
It works so well with glass.
Yep.
Pair it with an FTW, perfect for that final glass.
It's a streak-free finish. It's great. But with any type of water spot, if you can start here first, this is where you want to start.
And remember, this is a detailer, so spray it on, buff it off, you're good to go.
Yep. It's not, and you don't have to neutralize it.
Yeah, no neutralizing like a water spot, remember.
Yep, agreed. So anyways, that's FSE. So next up is going to be T.
Tear Wash is a really dedicated product. It's dedicated for tar. So how many times are you out driving on these roads? There's road construction, road work. They're getting tar slinged up on your vehicle pretty much all the time. Tear Wash is dedicated for that.
And what I like about T as well is that this is going to be much more delicate on your paint, right, than maybe that of Ulex, right? So Ulex is the hammer, right? Yes. That's what you're pulling out, like that's your worst case scenario. T is going to be a softer version of that. It's going to be safer. You don't necessarily have to neutralize it after you're done either, which is great. But what I like though is just how fast and easy it works and the spreadability of this, right? So just remember, obviously you want to wear the right PPE when doing this, but again, putting on an applicator, you can do whatever you want to do to get it onto the surface, but it doesn't need a long time to start working. So for quick tar removal, for quick spots, the sooner you can see those and the sooner you can identify them, the faster and easier they will come off, so it doesn't turn into a worst case Ulex situation.
You know, it is safe for PPF and vinyl as well. So
oh, sweet.
That's also a really big thing because of track cars.
Yep,
all track cars, PPF and vinyl, and this is what you're going to be using.
Next up, we have Hydroplast Care, which is a product that actually came out within this last year here to the US, and this is going to be something that is going to work fantastic as just a general water-based dressing, right? So when it comes to exterior dressings, a lot of times you're going to have some silicones in certain ones. You could have some other additives, right, that may change the look or possibly just kind of degrade quicker or don't hold up long enough or potentially even harm your trim, right? I'm not saying all products do that, but it is a possibility. Now, water-based dressing is going to be different than that, right? So it's going to be water dilutable, and this is something that you can put on weekly, daily. It's never really going to have any ill effect on that particular surface. So when it comes to rubber or trim, this stuff is amazing. So Hydroplast Care, you can use it on your tires, you can use it on your exterior trim, you can use it on your cowls, you can use it on your fender vents, so many different things to deepen and darken that while still retaining that water-based dilution. And so on the back here, you actually have different dilutions. So we have standard 1:1 is going to be a high gloss finish, right? 1:2 medium gloss, 1:3 satin finish, and then 1:4 is going to give you a natural look, meaning that this one bottle right here is going to produce like 5 liters of product if you're looking for a natural finish. And so really, really easy to use. You dilute it with your just normal water. Typically, I like to use distilled water. And again, a little goes a long way. And honestly, the longevity is pretty dang good as well, especially if you start using it the more concentrated dilution, like 2:1, you're actually going to still see probably well over a month to 2 months of that finish being restored.
And you know, you also can use it full strength if you want.
Yeah.
But with it being a water-based, you know, it's more of a cost-saving matter as well.
Why do you need this? Well, because a little goes a long way, and you are going to end up with a killer dressing with a very, very good look, and you're going to have some customization there as far as what that looks like with the amount of water you put into it. We're just going to call it lac polish. This actually came out recently here to the US, right? But this has existed over in Germany for a little while now.
Actually, it's a new variation of the product. So P103 is a new version of lac polish that just came out over here within the last year. So what this has done and how we've made it better is there's more gloss to it. Can you apply it with a polisher? Yes. Can you apply it by hand? Yes. You can do both.
Okay.
The great thing about it is it's also going to take off like some marring and some oxidation, on the paint if you use a polisher.
Yeah.
So what that's going to do is you can speed through that polish. You're not having to go as slow as you would as a cutting compound, and you can get a whole car done in 30 minutes or less.
Okay.
And you're applying a great sealant, which is, last you 2 to 3 months. It's going to be a way easier to remove polish, and you're really going to bring that gloss out.
Yeah.
So the customer's going to be very happy because that oxidation and that marring that they've had over the last few years is now going to be gone, and now they have gloss.
The working time of lac polish is insane, right? So you're gonna have a lot of working time. It's gonna be really resistant to heat. The wipe off feels extremely nice. So this is kind of like your final lotion. It's going to be that final jeweling step. And I think the reason why it's not talked about as much is because for the most part, the Koch Chemie line of compounds and polishes work so well, right? So whether you're doing fine cut, micro cut, heavy cut, fine cut, micro cut, right? So adding this in, right, it is going to be an additional step if you're looking for that perfect finish, right? That absolute perfection, but the results are incredible, right? I mean, that paint just looks absolutely amazing after hitting this. Or to Justin's point, if you're looking for a quick one step that is going to provide some more gloss without necessarily all the effort with being able to run at a higher speed time, this is great as well. But what we find is that this doesn't gunk up pads. This has a really high heat resistance, and it just feels more like a lotion. And the wipe off with a towel is also extremely nice as well. So that is going to wrap it up for really the 5 Koch Chemie products that are the most underrated and 5 products that you probably should be be looking into for your detailing ventures. So hopefully this information was helpful. Justin, thank you for being here,
Hey,
man. I appreciate it. So are you going to go back underneath the table?
Yeah, I'm going to head on down, and I'll see you later, I guess.
All right. Okay.
All right, see you.
I don't actually know where he's going. So as always, if you guys enjoyed this video and love the detailing content, please make sure to give us a big thumbs up, subscribe down below for more, and stay tuned for more videos right here at The Rat Company.